Your experience with the brawler or beat 'em up genre in general?
For the most part, I haven't really played too many games in that genre. Usually when it came to games like that, I would just usually play them at other people's houses, but I never really played them one-on-one myself.
I've only played a few beat 'em up style games. Mostly old school ones, like Simpsons Arcade, Ninja Turtles games. I'm always very entertained with those though. I can get frustrated at times. But
What would be your opinions on that?
well, whenever I play them, I always end up having fun with them. So I tend to like playing beat 'em up genre as a whole.
Well, I think it's a pretty cool genre because you basically just beat the crap out of everything that you see in sight. If it moves, you kill it. It's as simple as that, which is pretty cool.
Have you heard of the video game called Bayonetta, or do you have any experience with it before?
From what I hear of Bayonetta, it's pretty much one of the few actually good hack and slashes to come out in a little while. Mainly, one of the funniest things I've heard about it is that it's basically just Devil May Cry with boobs.
I've heard of it. I've not played it.
What are your opinions of a game from this genre?
I think my main opinion is that they're really cool to play, and when the developers work really hard at them, they can turn out to be a really good game. The only thing I really like is that sometimes it can just get monotonous, like it seems to be constant button mashing to basically beat the game. But if the developers do it right, they should be able to still keep the game fun without it being monotonous.
What, in your words, do you feel after playing this portion of the game?
I guess it was fun. It feel a bit more. I just feel excited after fun. Pretty hectic game.
A nice adrenaline rush, actually. Very exciting action-packed game, which is exactly what hack and slashes like that are pretty much like.
Was this game more effective than other games in this genre at drawing emotion from you?
Yeah, I would say so. It had very good action packs and some pretty cool special moves that you can use.
Like I said, it was a little more exciting than the other games I played. Actually, a lot happening. So
What specifically from this game was the strongest at drawing emotion from you?
I guess just the ability to keep crap up.
Pretty much the main ones were, of course, like the special moves and the finishers that you had on enemies. The finishers are always something really cool, and you pretty much know that once you perform them, your enemies are very much done for, and you pretty much kick their butt.
What would be ineffective, would you say?
Ineffective, just whenever it starts to get to a point of monotony when you're just pressing the same buttons over and over.
I guess the moment I played Sekiro, where you was kind of walking around doing nothing. Excuse me, getting keys.
What is your experience with the role-playing genre in general?
I've had a lot of in-depth experience. For the most part, it's usually the Japanese RPGs that I often play on. When it comes to RPGs, I usually stick with action RPGs instead of the turn-based ones.
I play a lot of RPGs. Turn-based ones, not so often, but RPGs in general, I've played through quite a few over the years.
What's your opinion on the genre then?
I like RPGs. They're challenging and they take a while to beat, but I kind of tend to prefer games that take a while to beat rather than games you blow through in like 5 hours.
My main opinion is that the one awesome thing about it is that it can basically consume a lot of your time, so there can be a lot of entertainment value if you look for it, which is cool.
Have you heard of the game Fallout 3 or had any experience with it in general?
I've heard about it, and beforehand I've seen friends play it before.
Oh yes, I own the game and I've beaten it.
And what are your opinions on it then?
I thought it was a very good game, probably my favorite of the 3 Fallout games.
I think it's one of the biggest games I've ever seen. It gives you a lot of bang for your buck. You can pretty much just go everywhere and just pick up tons and tons of items and just do a million quests over again, and they even allow you to download even more content out of the game for you to do even more stuff, which is insane.
What, in your words, do you feel after playing this portion of the game?
I feel like satisfied, like I had a really fun time playing it.
I feel like I'm a little fish in a very big pond. Pretty much the world is very big and expansive, and it would take forever to search every nook and cranny.
Was this game more effective at drawing an emotional response from you than other games of the genre?
In somewhat of a sense, because it just has a lot to go through, and because it has a lot, your experience will always be different from somebody else who plays it, and it'll always be different every time you do play it.
Oh yeah, what I like about Fallout is every little thing has like something of a reaction to major gameplay and like further down the line and shit.
Name some specific elements that drew out the strongest emotional response from you.
I like some of the dialogue choices in this game, as well as the unique turn-based combat system, the Vault Assisted Targeting System, or VATS.
Pretty much kind of just shooting and then robbing people of all their loot once you kill them.
And the least effective?
Just probably having to do all the equipment and stats management. You know, it's necessary to keep your character strong, but it starts to get tedious after a while.
Things ineffective. Although I said I did like the dialogue choices, there was a few dialogue choices I did not like, but I could maybe say NPCs. Some of the NPCs were kind of lame.
What is your experience with the first-person shooter genre in general?
I've played several.
I play a lot of first-person shooters, ranging from older ones to newer ones as well.
Do you have any opinions on first-person shooter games?
I think it's a very good game, kind of a tune we can all dance to. Definitely a game, if you whip it out, there's very few people who would object, and fun to play with, you know, friends, and fun to play, you know, single player too.
It's good. It's got some of my favorite games.
Have you heard of a game called Halo 3 or had any experience with it before?
Yes, I've played it.
I have indeed. I beat Halo 3 on Legendary, and got all the skulls.
What are your opinions on the game?
I think it's a good game. There were still a few things from the first Halo that I kind of liked better, but I think Halo 3 was a major upgrade from Halo 2.
It's not as good as Halo 1, but it's still a good game.
What, in your words, do you feel after playing this portion of the game?
Alive!
It's pretty exciting.
Name some specific elements that were the strongest at drawing an emotional response from you in this game.
The fighting and the explosions, dying.
Definitely the combat in this game. It is just thrilling, where it just raises your mind crazy, awesome levels.
And on the contrast, what about ineffective?
Cutscenes.
Probably the parts where the game just gets really cheap. Like, I didn't get to it in this game session, but I know that there was a part coming up where you have to fight this room full of nothing but brutes and one of their chieftains, and it's just really frustrating, and it really just pisses you off and makes you rage quit.
It's like all of the footage is just like not there. Okay. Stop wasting tape, Dan. Go. You. Nice job, Dan. Now we're wasting footage.
Oh, done?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Something of a reaction to major gameplay.
Stick with action RPGs instead of the turn-based ones.
Guys, recording.
alive!